Hey, everybody, welcome to day 202 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It is Friday, December 27th, 2024, and I'm pretty fired up about something, so I'm just going to get right into it. Failure. I want to talk about failure and what it is, and I'm going to say this quote. I don't count the sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting because they're the only ones that count. That's what makes you a champion. Muhammad Ali. What does this have to do with failure? Getting toward the end of the year, let's say you went back and looked at your goals from the beginning of the year. Maybe you made some of them. Maybe you didn't make any. Maybe you didn't make some of them. Maybe you didn't make any of them. You set this big whole goal for the year and you didn't make it. And I don't think that's a failure. I think a failure is not setting a goal and not making a plan. That would be the real failure. If you put those goals out there into the universe, if you had the guts to make them, to put them to paper, to say them out loud, that is a win. That is not even close to a failure. The failure would be not having the guts to set the goals, not having the guts to say it out loud, not having the guts to write it down. And you know what? It's really hard to write down a goal, put it out there. It is super uncomfortable. It is super uncomfortable to share it with other people. It is sometimes even very difficult to write it down. This is something that I absolutely have struggled with in the past. It's probably why I've never really made New Year's resolutions or anything like that, is because it is fear. It is fear of failure. Not realizing the whole time what I should have been fearful of is not writing it down, because we're not saying it out loud or not having people I trust with that goal, not putting it out into the universe. That's what I really should have been afraid of. And that's what you should be afraid of too. Because that whole feeling of discomfort, of actually saying what you want out loud, what you're going for, you know what? The going for it, the daily actions, greatness happens in the moment. It's not the actual goal. And you're robbing yourself of so much by not setting that goal. That is the only failure. Because what happens? What happens when you set a goal and you don't make it? You have a lot of data. Why didn't you reach the goal? You got to look back with curiosity. Why didn't you reach the goal? What could you have done differently? Was the goal a good goal to begin with? What's the next goal you're going to set? Was it just, maybe not the right goal for you? Or did you not track it? Did you not stay accountable? Like, where was the breakdown? Why didn't you get that goal? Was the goal even worth it? Like, you have a lot of information there. So much information because you put that goal out there, you set it, and now you get to look back with curiosity and figure out what happened. That is a win. That is a huge flippin' win. And that is really weighing on me today. And I want to say that I absolutely respect. We had a 12-week year planning thing today in our Patreon group with Consignment Chats. We're starting on January 6th, the official plans. If you want to join us, it is in the show notes. But I just really want to applaud anybody that has the guts to write down, say out loud, make a goal. I don't care what that goal is. It takes guts to do that. And that is a huge win. So I don't want anybody ever out there to think that they are a failure or that they have failed if they set a goal. That is the win. Because number one, like, there's two things that happen here. You hit the goal, you feel great, you learn what works, but I'm even going to argue that you learn a hell of a lot more if you don't hit the goal. You have all of that to figure out. Why did you set the goal? Why was that so important to you? What are you going to do differently going forward? And I'm super excited for the 12-week year, because basically it takes a year, it smushes it down into 12 weeks. Like, guys, we can do stuff. We can set a goal for 12 weeks. And we're not waiting a whole year to get feedback on whether our tactics are working, whether our goal is really something that works for us. We're going to have it in 12 weeks. And as you go through the 12 weeks, which is pretty amazing, but it takes guts to be able to do that, to be able to share that, to be able to say it out loud, to be able to write it on a piece of paper. But that is absolutely the win. All right. That was weighing on my heart. That's what I needed to say. And whether you agree, disagree, pop it in the comments. Let me know. You think I'm totally off base? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I am, though. All right. I don't count the sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting, because they're the only ones that count. That's what makes you a champion. Get uncomfortable. Write down your goal. Find a group. Say it out loud. Find support. Put it out into the universe. Speak it. All right. That's what I have for today. I will tell you, we haven't met our sales goal yet today, but it's been a pretty great day. And yeah. And I am all reset to zero. I have more people coming forward saying they still want to be accountable. And the Reset to Zero Challenge, I'm not going to say the names tonight. You know who you are. And if you are on the list and you still want to be in the list in 2025, I need to hear from you. So make yourself uncomfortable. Put yourself out there. Make it happen. All right, guys, have an awesome night. I will see you on day 203. Night, night.